I'm Mac Andre, General Manager at Harbourside Church, and this is just such an amazing landmark project for us. The challenges we've been on our current site for over 30 years.
They had a building that had reached the end of its useful life. They had no way of funding a new development. So where we were able to add value was providing their property strategy, and that involved looking at their existing site, possibilities, various options were reuse of the existing building, refurbishment, redevelopment on the existing site. None of those stacked up financially, so we did all that analysis for them, and what came out of that was that they needed a new site.
All of our congregations come from all across Auckland to join us, so it has to be accessible, it has to be in a location that's very similar to where we currently are. And at the time, this wasn't actually on the market. But big shout out to the team at TPG and also our business board and our team as we journeyed through that.
We were able to secure a purchaser for their existing site for the amount that they needed to fund the new development. And we were also able to do a site search, and we found them a suitable site just up the road.
For us, it just meets all the requirements. Plus, we were able to sell the old land, build the new building, and we feel as if we can either come down to no debt or very little debt compared to what debt we would have had if we rebuilt from scratch. This
project involves a 700-seat auditorium with state-of-the-art audio-visual, 3 large screens over the stage. We've got a 60-seat cafe and a 95-place childcare centre and function rooms.
So my primary focus is to run the day-to-day of the project, effectively from managing the consultants. We've got about 25 consultants on this project, and with that is making sure we're on program and we're on budget. We're in stage 2 of 3, so that stage 2 is foundations and structure. What that means is the structural steel and the precast concrete is being erected as we speak, so we can start seeing the shape of the building, start visualising the spaces as well.
It's a highly complex project. It's a $45 million development, and we've had to do detailed value engineering in parallel to construction. The other large area we provided was the resource consent.
Yes, so the building consents were split into three stages. The reason they were split into 3 stages is to allow for early construction on site.
One thing we recommended to our client on this project was, why don't you complete the car park ahead of the construction of the building? The car park construction was about $1 million, and we completed that as a separable portion a year and a half early. And now we've leased it out to the warehouse for quite a considerable commercial rent, which our client will benefit from that rent over the next year and a half.
We've been through 2 or 3 value engineering exercises and probably saved around $3 million worth of items. But I must clarify, even though we've saved that amount of money, we're still maintaining the design intent. We're still maintaining the church requirements, so we're not literally stripping things back. So it's been a collective effort, collaborative effort to mitigate those risks.
One of the TPG's points of difference is, because we're a larger team around the country, we can draw on those skills and resources. There's nobody, there's no type of property project that somebody else in the network hasn't done. There are a lot of companies that can provide project management, and that's obviously a competitive space. But our point of difference at TPG in providing development management services is our strategic property advisory capability.
It's a bit like a one-stop shop, from finance to construction, to consultants, to architects, and everything. Just grateful that TPG are able to handle the whole thing and keep us connected in regards to decision making, so that we get something that we're really, really proud of and that we love.
Contact us for your next project.